Northwestern elects a new student body president and vice president.
An art exhibit at a local cafe showcases the creativity of young women from at-risk situations.
And a new company on campus helps musically talented students.
We'll have all those stories and more coming up tonight on the Northwestern News Report.
It's your news right now.
Good evening, I'm Matt Dunn.
And I'm Michelle Beck. Thanks for joining us. Northwestern Provost Jonathan Holloway announced last week that Bradley Ham will be stepping down as Dean of the Medill School of Journalism, Media, and Integrated Marketing Communications at the end of this academic year. Ham says he's stepping down to spend more time in Japan with his family and to do work on Asian media and research. Under Ham's leadership, Medill created new programs in San Francisco and downtown Chicago, as well as introduced a need-blind financial aid model at Medill to help students take advantage of those kinds of programs. Holloway will begin an international search for Ham's successor at the beginning of the next academic year.
Northwestern student body elected a new student body president and vice president at the end of last week. Here to talk about it now is NNN's Joey Safchik.
Thanks, Matt. Less than 2 weeks ago, two teams of candidates officially launched their campaigns for Associated Student Government President and Executive Vice President. Last Friday, Sky Patterson and Emily Ash won the election. I sat down with them to discuss the changes they hope to enact and the trials and tribulations of their campaign. Juniors Sky Patterson and Emily Ash became student body president and vice president in the Associated Student Government elections last week.
I felt very grateful to the team that I was working with. I felt relieved and full of joy.
At Patterson and Ash's launch event 2 weeks ago, they said that they were excited about having opposition. In retrospect, Ash said she still appreciated the competition.
I think a lot more people were paying attention. It was a really strange experience to suddenly be very visible on campus, and I definitely felt the weight of being accountable to the student body really as soon as we got into this race.
The campaign period was a week long, but it wasn't always smooth sailing. As NNN reported on Facebook, Patterson and Ash received 2 violations for engaging in, quote, pre-campaigning activities before they were allowed to.
We, as a ticket and as a team, knew that so long as we were able to remain on the ballot, we had not done anything horribly wrong, and it was just a matter of communicating that to voters who may not have as much familiarity with the election code and why certain things are cause for violation.
Patterson and Ash are elated about their campaign, but they're also ready to jump into action. One point that they think separated their campaign was their platform to end university support for gun manufacturers.
Especially with that scare that we had a little while ago, the shooting hoax, this was an issue that was very salient to people. We got a lot of positive feedback while campaigning about that.
The university does not currently disclose securities in which it is invested. Patterson and Ash hope to demand that the Board of Trustees release this information. They also hope to appoint student representatives to the Advisement Committee on Investment Responsibility in order to divest support in gun manufacturers and the NRA. The elected student leaders recognize that not all divestment campaigns are successful, but they are willing to try.
We think that it's worth giving a shot. Even if we fail, we think it's an important issue. If there actually is a school shooting, what is expected of professors in the classroom? That's the kind of conversations that we thought that this would help catalyze.
And students participated in that conversation by voting. According to Election Commissioner Dylan Sachs, 2,272 students voted this year, up from 894 last year. Patterson and Ash won 49.2% of the vote. Their opponents, junior Justine Kim and sophomore Austin Gardner, received 42.25%. The remainder voted no confidence. Patterson and Ash will be inaugurated on Wednesday. Both of these women have served on ASG executive boards, so they told me that they are extremely excited to bring their knowledge to their leadership roles.
So Joey, beyond issues related to gun control on campus, what other issues compelled voters to vote for Patterson and Ash?
Yeah, Matt, well, they ran a very inclusive campaign. I attended their launch event a couple of weeks ago, and from the very start of this process, they were engaging in Q&As and hands-on activities with their supporters. And despite their violations, they continue to spread the word about their platform through events and through social media. And their platform is very relevant to student life. Beyond nixing gun manufacturer support, they're advocating for course affordability, CTEC reform, and more gender-inclusive spaces, amongst many other things.
All right, thank you, Joey.
Northwestern hopes to be a place where students are exposed to people from different backgrounds. NNN's Esther Wells took a look at a new report that shows how it is working to do just that.
Northwestern's Office of Institutional Diversity and Inclusion, or OIDI, recently released an evaluation of the demographics on campus. The 2017 Diversity and Inclusion Report details the progress that has been made to diversify both the student and faculty bodies.
The major takeaways are that Northwestern has made a lot of progress in recent years. There's a lot of activity happening across the campus to support diversity and inclusion.
Northwestern has seen a slow but steady increase in the number of minority students and faculty. The class of 2020 is 8.5% African American, 13.6% Hispanic or Latino, and 20% Asian American, making it more diverse than any previous undergraduate class. The university has also expanded access to low-income and first-generation college students, in addition to recruiting more minority faculty and female faculty. The progress, however, does not mean that the work is done.
The steps are for us to keep pushing forward and having these initiatives, and there's, I think, a personal responsibility we all have to make our campus as inclusive as possible.
From increased tolerance to a more informed worldview, the benefits of being immersed in such a diverse community are multifold, and this importance isn't lost on NU students.
I think diversity is important in a lot of ways. One, it makes the people who do hold like a diverse status more comfortable on campus, and then also like ideas and projects are always better with diversity.
The Diversity and Inclusion Report for 2018 will be released early next year. Until then, students can voice their questions or concerns about diversity on campus at OIDI. Esther Wells, Northwestern News Network.
OIDI will hold receptions for underrepresented minority faculty in the fall and the spring.
Local coffee shop Kurt's Cafe serves up more than just warm homemade pastries and freshly brewed coffee. NNN's Sian Shin has more.
Kurt's Cafe South is home to community gatherings and now a new art exhibit. All the art displayed in the exhibit was created in the cafe's art workshops held by Open Studio Project as part of Kurt's Cafe's work training program for young women living in at-risk situations. Art has given these young women an outlet to express themselves.
If I feel bad, I'll draw like a shady kind of painting or something. And if I feel happy, everything's like all sunshiny, everything. So it's a way to express myself with other people so they understand how I feel.
This art exhibit is part of the bigger picture here at Kurt's Cafe. The student trainee program fosters the development of important life skills, such as computer literacy, kitchen counter service, and job readiness.
By providing these women with jobs and life skill training, Kurt's Cafe helps them move on to bigger and better things. And this art program has been a great addition to this training.
Because I'm really stressed out sometimes, dealing with school and work and back and forth, and so art helps me to calm my emotions and be more peaceful.
But beyond fostering artistic creativity, Kurt's Cafe creates a space for the women to forge strong and supportive friendships.
I just connect with these young women. I know that they've been through things, I know that they're going through things, but that doesn't define who they are. And they're all so resilient and full of grit and grace.
Trudy Ann Smith was an intern at the cafe before becoming the general manager.
I just love being here. My girls are just they make my day. Sometimes, of course, they're like my kids. Sometimes they call me mom.
The family created at Kurt's Cafe has truly provided these young women with a home away from home. Sian Shin, Northwestern News Report.
This art exhibit will stay up at Kurt's Cafe until it is moved to Open Studio Project for another exhibition in May.
And coming up, there's a new company on campus that is helping students showcase their musical talent.
And today is tax day. We'll show you some businesses offering deals. That's next in Money Minute.
Plus, we'll inch our way back into spring temperatures this week. I'm Emma Evans, and after the break, I'll have your 5-day weather forecast.
At Northwestern, we're Wildcats in every way.
Northwestern break right through that. With our colors flying, we will cheer you all the go. Go you Northwestern, fight for victory, sweet victory, for the fame of our fair name, and go Northwestern, win that game. Go Cats!
At Northwestern University, we are pioneering innovation and achieving excellence across every imaginable discipline. At Northwestern University, the possibilities are endless.
Welcome back. I'm Emma Evans, and here's your 5-day weather forecast. Tomorrow, expect showers with a high of 40 and a low of 33. A 70% chance of rain during the day will turn into an 80% chance of rain and possibly snow as we enter the night. Thursday will be a high of 45 and a low of 32. Mostly cloudy skies, but hopefully we'll sneak a peek at the sun early in the day. Friday warms up a bit with a high of 47 and a low of 33. Partly cloudy skies will move us into the weekend. And we won't see too much change Saturday with a high of 47 and a low of 34. But cloudy skies early will clear up throughout the day. And finally, on Sunday, we'll see that sunny spring day we've been waiting for with a high of 51 and a low of 37. I'm Emma Evans, and this has been your 5-day weather forecast. Back to you.
For students struggling to find opportunities and platforms to showcase their musical talent, this week's Northwestern Newsmaker can help. NNN's Justin Sweetwood spoke to the founders of the Dot Wave Company.
Thanks, Michelle. Founded at the end of last year, the Dot Wave Company provides student artists with the chance to perform and produce their own music. They set them up with venues, give them tools to produce their music, and are just getting started. The Dot Wave Company is fresh onto the music scene at Northwestern, providing student artists with opportunities to perform and collaborate. Co-founder and co-president Gibran Gibbs Wurjawan helped jumpstart the company in November.
We're providing a platform/community for people who are musically inclined, whether it be they're a player or a listener, to collaborate.
What differentiates the Dot Wave Company, as Wurjawan said, is how it's inclusive and welcoming to all potential members and performers.
It's a very open community. We're not going for a specific type of crowd or people or music scene. It's literally like from jazz, we have jazz bands playing, we have metal bands playing, EDM artists, rock bands, alternative, indie artists, songwriters, all like, it's just a transparent community that anyone can perform if they want, no matter what their music experience is, as long as they want to showcase themselves. Like, we just gotta give them that chance.
McCormick Jr. Art Against DJs under the stage name Agency and sees Dot Wave playing an important role on campus.
I think Dot Wave could be play a really important role in creating an inclusive music scene where everyone interested in music, but not necessarily people studying it or people involved in a particular organization, not necessarily just them carrying it, but like more people from diverse backgrounds just participating in the music scene.
Despite the Dot Wave Company not even being 6 months old, Wurjawan believes in its future and direction going forward.
I see it growing only bigger, to the point where there is like the norm at Northwestern is like it's known for having a music scene where like students play with each other in terms of music and like all that, perform, record music, produce music, and then hopefully like beyond that, like people want to pursue being an artist in general.
You can find the Dot Wave Company on Facebook at Wave Company 2017 or on Instagram at The Wave Company. The Wave Company also has its music available on streaming platforms such as Spotify and SoundCloud.
Wow, what a cool idea. And now on to Money Minute. The deadline to file taxes is today, April 17th. Did you know that? If not, that's okay. H&R Block says 66% of millennials were not aware of that deadline. And it's a bit confusing since tax day normally falls on April 15th. This year was a little bit different because April 15th was a Sunday. And yesterday was a local holiday in Washington, D.C., Emancipation Day. So today is the big day, but tax day doesn't have to be all about paying out money. At many local restaurants and stores, it can also be about cashing in. Let's follow that money. At Office Depot and Office Max, you can shred up to 5 pounds of documents for free through April 28th with a special online coupon. The same applies to Staples through the 21st. Better get shredding on some of those old tax documents. Now, how about some food deals? Here in Evanston, Chili's is pretty popular. They're offering a $5 Cuervo Blue Margarita special today. No coupon is required, but a legal ID certainly is. Giordano's is offering a $5 coupon code for online orders if you fill out a form on its Facebook page today. Now, 2 other Evanston favorites, Noodles & Company and Potbelly, are also celebrating the big day with discounts. Noodles is offering $4 off its online orders with the promo code TAXDAY18, while members of Potbelly's loyalty program will find a buy one, get one free offer loaded to their account today. Now, with all that shredding and eating you'll be doing, you might want to finish the day off with some free massages. Hydro Massage and Planet Fitness are offering free massages for the next couple of days. Wow, we'll have to get on that. An added bonus, the IRS computer system crashed earlier today, so you have yet another day to file those returns. But from all of us here at NNN, we wish you a very happy tax day. With Money Minute, I'm Matt Stunn.
And after the break, we'll tell you what new restaurant is coming to the Norris Food Court. Stay tuned.
At Northwestern, we're Wildcats in every way.
Northwestern break right through that. With our colors flying, we will cheer you all to go. Go you Northwestern, fight for victory, sweet victory, spread for the fame of our fair name, and go Northwestern, win that game. Go Cats!
At Northwestern University, we are pioneering innovation and achieving excellence across every imaginable discipline. At Northwestern University, the possibilities are endless.
Northwestern has a new food provider, and that means there are more food options to choose from in Norris University Center. NNN's Hannah Brown has the details.
Serving up everything from banh mi's to noodle salad, Vietnam Nam is a fresh addition to the Norris food scene. Second-year master's student Catherine Benson is one of many customers to the shop.
I think I'm impressed. I think it's very high quality. It's really tasty. I used to go to Frontera all the time, but this has kind of become my new regular.
The healthy fast food chain was the brainchild of Northwestern grads Alan Moy and Noah Bleacher. They entered the restaurant business in 2015 looking to provide healthy, delicious fast food to the on-the-go eater.
It seems like no matter what we did coming up to this very big fun of creating Vietnam Nam, it's always been something to point towards this direction. Like taking care of folks, loving food, wanting to explore things, having that curiosity to always improve be an entrepreneur, always wanting to build from the ground up and from scratch.
On April 13th, Northwestern announced that they will be changing food service providers to Compass Group. According to Moy and Bleacher, this will not affect how the Norris pop-up store is run.
Both Al and I have the same mentality of taking care of folks, whether it's our clients or our partners. And so, fortunately, we've always had a good relationship with Aramark, with Sodexo, and with Compass Group. While we haven't worked with them and partnered with them directly just yet, fortunately through some connections we have here in Chicago, we actually already know who was part of that bid process. And so we sort of planted some seeds early, whether they were to get the bid and successfully take it over as well. We're actually going to be in a good position for them as well.
The company had its biggest ever catering order, serving a Northwestern event last Friday, and is looking forward to its continued partnership with the university. Hannah Brown, Northwestern News Network.
Compass Group maintains that 100% of the current hourly employees will still have a job at NU, but it remains to be seen if the same dining options will be offered.
And in this week's edition of Rock Talk, we asked you how you felt about the addition of Vietnam Nam to the Norris Food Court.
Charlie Road here at the Rock for Northwestern News Report. It is a cold spring quarter, and we're here to get your thoughts on Norris opening Vietnam Nam.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I miss International Dish a lot. We had some good memories there.
I don't really know anything about it yet. It sounds interesting. I mean,
I've been there like twice, I don't know.
Oh, I did not know about that, but my thoughts are positive.
I've literally never eaten there.
Oh, I don't really eat Vietnam Nam much, so I don't have many thoughts on it.
One, I have not heard that Norris was opening Vietnam Nam.
I think it's a really great restaurant. I really enjoy it in Evanston. I'm glad that we have it closer to us.
I think the options at Norris are kind of slim pickings, so I'm happy for anything that's new.
They have good vegetarian options. It's kind of relevant for me.
I love Vietnamese food, so sounds good.
I think it's interesting. I mean, I'm glad that students will have more options. A lot of people seem to really like the one in town. I haven't been myself, but it seems like it's getting a positive reaction.
Doesn't make me upset. It's fun. It's fine.
If you have an idea for a future Rock Talk topic, tweet at us at @NNN_news.
And when we come back, find out how the Northwestern Club tennis team prepared to serve up victories on a national level.
At Northwestern, we're Wildcats in every way.
Northwestern break right through that. With our colors flying, we will cheer you all the go. Go you Northwestern, fight for victory, sweet victory, spread for the fame of our fair name, and go Northwestern, win that game. Go Cats!
At Northwestern University, we are pioneering innovation and achieving excellence across every imaginable discipline. At Northwestern University, the possibilities are endless.
Women's varsity tennis may be one of the best teams on campus, and men's varsity tennis also has their season in full swing, but right now it's the club tennis team that's catching our attention. NNN's Alexa McHale has more.
Although club teams at Northwestern do not get a whole lot of coverage, the club tennis team has given us a reason to pay attention. Just yesterday, the club tennis team left Chicago for Orlando to compete in the Club Tennis National Tournament, the highest achieving tournament attained by the club teams. Over 100 members are a part of the team, yet 8 of those members compete at the high-level tournaments. The members say the diverse interests and identities on the team gave them their close-knit dynamic in reaching nationals.
People from engineering versus people from RTVF,
just like a whole mix of people, some of whom we would never interact for if it wasn't for tennis.
People who are like, more extroverted, like who hype up the team, and we have other people to go to, like if we really just need to talk and like, let off some steam.
Sophomore co-captain Alex Newman has dreamt of going to nationals since his freshman year.
Going to nationals has been my dream ever since last year, my first year on club tennis. I traveled with the team, we didn't make it. So since then, I was committed to sending myself, Newman, to Orlando. And throughout the year, we kind of practice and play up to that. So every single tournament is kind of one chance you get to clinch your spot.
Naomi Pescioleschi, a freshman traveling to Orlando, shares the team's positive mindset going into nationals.
Or we don't know if we're even going to win the first bracket. We just are going to take match by match and see how far we go.
All of our hard work through this entire year really has accumulated into this point.
Not only did the members of club tennis clinch the title of going to nationals, but they continue to foster an inspiring environment for future members of the team to grow and feel welcome. Alexa McHale, Northwestern News Network.
The club tennis team reported back to us that they won the bronze medal in Orlando and have returned safely back to campus.
And up next, we'll tell you why you should keep an eye out for Stephen Colbert and other celebrities on campus this weekend.
At Northwestern, we're Wildcats in every way.
Northwestern break right through that. With our colors flying, we will cheer you all to go. Go you Northwestern, fight for victory, sweet victory, for the fame of our fair name, and go Northwestern, win that game. Go Cats!
At Northwestern University, we are pioneering innovation and achieving excellence across every imaginable discipline. At Northwestern University, the possibilities are endless.
This weekend, the School of Communication will host alumni for 2 days of shows and festivities. NNN's Meredith Sonnenfeld is here to tell us more about what we can expect.
That's right, Michelle. ComFest encourages alumni to rediscover, re-engage, and reunite. The 2-day festival allows alumni to attend workshops and reunion events. They can even engage with current students by attending an open rehearsal for this year's WAMU show, The Manhattan Miracle. ComFest will culminate in a final show hosted by alum Stephen Colbert. A starry night will be mounted in Northwestern's newly opened Ryan Fieldhouse. It will highlight contributions any alum have made to the worlds of theater, music, television, film, and more. And Matt and Michelle, more than 25 celebrity alumni will be here, and more than 2,500 guests will be in attendance. So it'll be a pretty big event this weekend. Yeah.
And here's the big question, though. Can students attend a starry night?
They can attend. Students can purchase tickets for $100, but if you can't quite make that price, be sure to keep an eye out for these celebrities around campus this weekend.
I heard that Seth Meyers is coming. Is that right?
He actually will not be there in person, but he will be part of a special video presentation. So
just keep an eye out for that.
Lots of late night hosts will be there. Lots of fun.
We also hear that an a cappella group will be performing as well.
Yep.
Should be a really fun night.
So a few student groups will be performing. Yeah.
So definitely a lot to look forward to this weekend. That's all we have for you tonight on the Northwestern News Report. I'm Michelle Beck.
I'm Meredith Sonnenfeld.
And I'm Matt Dunn. Have a good night.